We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
Black Adam, yeah. Adam like a cheat, things is looking like it's out of mind. Like when I had my first baby, yeah, her name is Melody. Leave it on the ground, leave it in the leaf. I've been working hard, ain't been getting sleep, Coley. I could barely sleep, darky on the night, Coley Coles. A scary beast, so I barely speak. Life shit is so temporary, but it's necessary. All my shit is so extemporary. Niggas won't beef, damn that shit is so unnecessary. This Sigma shit is so hereditary. I just lay my granny in the cemetery. I'm black, bitch, I live every day like it's February. God gave me life clarity. Money over everything, even more than the air we breathe. Damn, it's all fake, even charity. No abiding by the rules, politic and had me fucked up. Cause it's all fake, even charity. I need clarity. Funk Uncle Sam, fuck the man who ruling on me. Told the government I'm out of school at 20. Now we celebrating black everything like they putting glue up on me. Yeah, I got a different attitude, I like altitude. Damn, who got the view up on me? Traffic talking on my celly. Traffic talking on my telly, cause I ain't phony. And I live in solitude, but I ain't never lonely. Yeah, adapt to the shit. Whooping all these niggas like I'm Batman and shit. Dash to the cash in the back with a brick. Passing the gas in the back of the whip. Excuse me, hold on, don't lose me. Fucking all these hoes like groupies. My life been a bitch, gon' do me. Add a little drink to the mix while I'm smoking on loose leaf. Chasing all these goals, man, my life been a movie. Blew 40 bands in the last few months, so well consume me. Yeah, I'm a vet, like shout out to a dog named Lucy. I've been singing all this shit since 18. A nigga had big dreams, go AT. Shout out to my auntie. Lately, I've been feeling like I need to get saved by the 18. Adam said the day go done, go evil, yeah. Shout out to my T.O. Shout out to a nigga named Rico, yeah. 10K to the trio. Adam don't need no amigos, ayy. Yeah, running through the money and it's all for the prize of the greed. I'ma make a pact, man, I'll stick it to my creed. I'm about cold and they all move for the feet. I can see these hoes, man, I'm blind like a geek. Looking in the mirror, it's like I already see. I'm reliving life, I don't really wanna die, cause I know the ground coming for the beat. I can go out bad, man, I'm challenging the past, it was calling me a freak. Now I got my foot up on the gas and it's green. Chasing all my goals to the team DG. This is not for show, this is bait to the toe. Man, they better go vote when I run for the throne. I'm a penny black, I'm in love with my own.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This is the Blac Pill Podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My bad, y'all. I'm doing something real quick for Melody. In the meantime, between time, I'm going to play something real quick. And, yeah, we'll be ready. 1 second. Let me play it.
A man with no friends or a small circle. That's a man you don't mess with. He's learned the hard way. Quality over quantity. He doesn't need a crowd to feel powerful. His strength comes from within. While others chase approval, he walks alone by choice. He's seen the fake friends, the drama and the betrayal, and cut it all off. Now he stands in peace, untouchable. Need your approval. He's already won the only battle that matters, the one with himself.
All right, I'm in here. And yeah, man, y'all know what it is, man. It's the Blac Pill Podcast. We in the building. Yes, sir. My bad for coming in here a little late, but yeah, like I said, I mean, I think we'll do 9:30 and 6:30. That might be the time. I think it's easier. So for now on, y'all tune in at 9:30 and 6:30. Yes, sir. And we got a good show for you guys today. Stephen A. Smith is the main topic. He calls out people for switching up on Shannon Sharpe. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith for sticking up for his friend. You know his hands are tied, so he can only do so much. And shout out to everybody on Rumble. What up, Rumble? What up, YouTube? Y'all make some noise. What was I gonna say? Shout out to YouTube. YouTube, if you're in here, answer the poll. And the poll is, did people switch up on Shannon Sharpe, or did Shannon Sharpe switch up on the people? So yeah, vote, comment, let us know what you think. Past that, let me pull myself up in here. Y'all know what it is, man. Is my camera messed up? No, it's not. It's a little bit weird looking though. Let me see. 1 second, guys. I gotta make sure my camera is bright enough, because the lighting is off. Y'all know the lighting is off. Let me see. It's a lot of contrast, but hold on 1 second. Let me wipe my camera just in case. Nope, looks the same. It is what it is. We got to invest into some better stuff when we get some extra money. Right now, we stuck with these bills. But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Let me pull myself up. Here we go. Your boy's in here. I had to switch the hair up because it was making my head hurt. It was too tight. So you know what it is. But what the hell, like I said, man, y'all hit the like button. Y'all know what it is. Let's go on to the internet and see what's popping off on Instagrams. Here we go. We got a lot to cover today. Not too much though. We probably be in here an hour. We just had to make sure some things are going right, some things were going wrong, and we had to assess everything. And yeah, we assessed everything and everything seems to be in order. So researchers estimate that there was over 1 million abortions in 2023. Ninja. Yep, that's the reality we live in. And I mean, I can't really say too much because I ain't gonna lie, kids is expensive. Fellas, like I said, if you out here in these streets dealing with multiple women, my advice to you is to use condoms, my ninja, because if you don't, these girls will take that baby and will take that money from you to take care of that baby and herself. So yeah, in 2023, it is estimated that there were over 1 million abortions performed in the United States. This number reflects data trends following abortion laws and access after the 2022 Supreme Court decision in Dobbs versus Jackson's Women's Health Organization, which led to various state level restrictions. Despite these changes, abortion remains a common medical procedure, with access and rates differing significantly depending on regional legislation and healthcare ability. And yeah, it's not going away anytime soon. And I don't mean to hit the applause. It's what the women want, so the women gonna have what they want, bro. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, are you in here? Shout out to the ladies. Yeah, they gonna have what they want, bro. Not really much we could do about that one. Past that, let's see what else popping off. We got this should be a lesson to y'all. Shout out to, what's this ninja name? Shamar. Shout out to Shamar. It says, this should be a lesson to y'all. Please do not pop up at my house. You will be going to jail. Trez is locked up. My house is a safe space. I'll never pop up at nobody's house. Hey, I shout out to the alphabet boys and girls. I don't know. But what I will say is this. Yeah, man, don't pop up in nobody's shit, bro. Unless you family, and even then family gotta kind of let you know, unless it's a surprise and it's supposed to be a pleasant surprise. Don't pull up to nobody's spot, bro, and they not expecting you, bro. I don't do that. I wouldn't want nobody to do that with me unless I'm dealing with you on that level, like boyfriend, girlfriend level. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Don't pull up on me, bro. That's just how I feel. So I don't blame Shamar for whatever happened, but hopefully they figure it out. All right, Lil Durk, shout out to Durk, yo. So Lil Durk's team has released a statement regarding the recent developments in this case. So it says the recent developments in Durk's legal case have brought a harsh truth to light. The government presented false evidence to a grand jury to indict him.
What?
Yeah. This is injustice. That's a violation of the very system that's supposed to protect all of us. Yeah, the system's messed up, guys. I'm here to tell you. But it is what it is. It's the best system in the world. Shout out to America. It is what it is. What can you do? I'm not finna sit there and fix it. You can't fix it unless you're able to pass laws. So, I mean, hey, here we go. Durk has always used music to tell stories, to express pain, to heal, and yet those same lyrics are now being used against him. We refuse to stay silent as black artists continue to be criminalized for their creativity. Rap is art. As a family, we are asking the public and the culture to stand with us for the truth, stand for fairness, stand for something behind Durk's head. Free Durk, free the voice. Let artists be artists, the Banks family. Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Let artists be artists. Shout out to Durk, yo. It's just, you know, at what point are we going to turn around and switch up? You know, and shout out to the independent artists making a way. You know, they're independent artists going hard. Even me, I'm about to start going hard. I got to go hard my own way. But at what point in time do we turn around and say drill music is not music and it's just negative noise? At what point do we say that? That's the whole thing. So I don't have a problem with Durk, yo. But it's like, if you change your life, are you going to talk about changing your life in music? Like you have, don't get me wrong, you've done it. But I mean, are you going to stay in that frequency, or are you going to revert back to the negative things? Because people die behind drill music every day. So I can't necessarily say too much on that. All I'll say is free the voice. Shout out to the voice. Free the voice. Shout out to President DJT. Y'all know what it is. President Donald J. Trump. It looks like he has fired Doug Emhoff and other Joe Biden appointees from the Holocaust Museum Board. Oh. Let me see. President Donald Trump is cleaning up shop and has fired former second gentleman Doug Emhoff from the board that oversees the Holocaust Museum, per NBC News. If you recall, former President Joe Biden appointed Emhoff and others to the board. In a statement, Emhoff said, "I was informed of my removal from the United States Holocaust Memorial Council." He adds, "Let me be clear, Holocaust remembrance and education should never be politicized. To turn one of the worst atrocities in history into a wedge issue is dangerous, and it dishonors the memory of 6 million Jews murdered by Nazis that this museum was created to preserve." Emhoff wasn't the only person let go. Other high-profile board members were terminated, including former Biden Chief of Staff Ron Klain and Suzanne Rice, Biden's domestic policy thief. Reports state presidential appointments are supposed to be for 5 years. According to the museum's websites, this isn't the first time Donnie fired a board. In February, he let go of members of the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts and installed himself as its chairman. So, I mean, hey, man, Donald Trump, the way he runs the country, he going to do what he wants to do. None of you guys are going to check him. So I don't really feel bad. What I will show, though, I don't know the validity of this, but I've seen it on the net. Let me see if I can find it in my stuff. One of the conspiracy theories, you know, we like to pull up conspiracy theories here, and this is as we gear up towards the main event. Let me see if I can pull it up. So this is Charlie Kirk, and shout out to my white brothers and sisters. Y'all know who Charlie Kirk is. I don't know too much about him, right? I'm gonna just stamp that. I don't really know too much about my Winja right here, but what I will say is, you know, he goes, one thing I've seen, some of the content he produces, he goes to, I guess, colleges, if you will, universities, and he has discussions with kids about certain issues. And I'm speaking in a general sense here. I could get specific, but I don't want to make this into a racial thing. But Charlie Kirk was having a one-on-one versus a veteran from the Holocaust. No, a veteran who talks about the Holocaust and 9/11. So like I said, it's not Skeptical Sundays today. But I want to show you guys this because, you know, we've been told one thing and then we're told another thing. And shout out to the people whose names begin with J. Shout out to them people. If you don't know, these people are supposedly the people running the world. But I'll let the video do the justice it needs to do. YouTube, please don't demonetize me. This is just for entertainment purposes only. We don't believe in anti-Semitism. We don't believe in anti-black racism. We don't believe in anti-white racism. That's what it is on the Blac Pill, okay? We believe in everybody. Everybody has their story. Past that, I put nobody above the man above, if he's a man. Shout out to the Most High, G-O-D. Yes, sir. All right, so let's see. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Here we go.
That the Jews run the American government.
That's not a secret, Charlie.
Well, no, I find it hilarious that
all of Trump's cabinet is Jewish. Have an AIPAC advisor. Not a single person in Congress can make a decision without asking their Israeli Jewish AIPAC advisor. Israel.
But what the hell, boy?
What do y'all think? I don't know what to believe, bro. Here we go.
9/11, Charlie.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Why are we in the Middle? I served. Why were we in the Middle East?
Well, I mean, you can,
why were we in the Middle East?
You can reject involvement in the Middle East without also believing Israel did 9/11. So if Israel did 9/11, help me understand this. Who were the hijackers of the planes?
They weren't hijackers.
Oh,
CIA.
okay.
CIA and Israel worked together.
No. Explain to me what happened on the aircraft.
Okay, first off, what we have to understand, there's only one plane that actually crashed.
No,
okay,
there were three.
No, the building's imploded.
Okay,
if a plane's going to hit a building, why would...
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, I don't know what to believe. All I know is that's what was said in this video. Like I said, sometimes on Skeptical Sundays, we haven't done Skeptical Sundays in a while because I need more people to turn out. I'm not finna do the show if people ain't gonna turn out, but this will be some of the things we discuss. So this is a military veteran who served, and he's saying all these things. Now, clearly, I don't know if there's something wrong with him mentally. I'm not assuming that there is, but I'm assuming that there's not, right? And the reason why I say that is because he's having a logical conversation with somebody. Here we go. Or illogical, it's just a matter of perspective, but here we go.
The building fall down.
Time out. Flight 93, did it exist?
And also what he said when it came to 9/11 with the buildings, he said, and shout out to E Woo, for those of you who remembers E Woo. Shout out to E Woo. So me and E Woo have discussed this conspiracy before on Skeptical Sundays, and we were discussing how basically he was telling me and I don't know whether or not this is true. Like I said, it's for entertainment purposes only. YouTube, don't demonetize me, right? Shout out to the Fetty Gov. Hey man, y'all want me to be quiet? Please don't off me. Just give me like 100 bands. I'll disappear. Give me 100 bands. You never see me again. Give me $1 million. I need $1 million. I need $1 million. Okay, give me $1 million. But yeah, so me and E Woo were talking, and E Woo was telling me how basically he said 9/11 was a setup, and the reason why it was set up because all these certain conspiracies and all these things. He was like, what are the odds? And basically the buildings, when they got hit, he said like they were supposed to be detonated, right? That's the whole conspiracy. So when a building gets hit by something, by a plane, and naturally this will make sense, right? So if you hit something, it's going to explode outward because the way a plane is, right? It's going to explode outwards. It wouldn't fall straight down. And supposedly when it came to 9/11, when those two towers, whatever got hit, boom, they went straight down. So people are saying that it detonated because it was supposed to fall down to start something or whatever, and they're saying it was supposed to fund the war or whatever the case may have you, right?
But what the hell, boy?
I don't know. That's why I'm not too informed on the subject, but I would like to deep dive, big pause, and maybe see what it's about. Here we go.
Flight 93 existed, yes.
Okay, so who tried to hijack that plane?
They sacrificed those people to make it look like Bush was targeted because they wanted to cover up Bush's involvement. He just happened to be... in Texas reading a book to elementary kids, and they're reading a sign on a whiteboard
let me say
that talks about towers falling, Charlie. We have been lied to since the beginning of this country. Jews, Freemasons, all of it's a satanic agenda. Israel is the synagogue of Satan. They're killing innocent people in Palestine over there.
Now, we don't believe in anti-Semitism, whatever they talking about. We don't believe in none of that, right? I don't worry about people who don't worry about me. So let me start there. So, these are supposedly the people in control, right? But I'm saying when it comes to other communities per se of people, majority of other communities of people have their own things that they believe in. And we see everybody's beliefs here on the Blac Pill. All beliefs are welcome. But what I also understand is these people aren't worried about people that look like me, right? So because these people aren't worried about people that look like me, I'm not really too fond of their community. If they want to let me into the community to learn their values and all that, that's cool. I've been around a lot of them type of people, right? The people he's referring to. And I don't have any negative things to say per se about them. And the reason why is because, you know, they're very tight knit. Like, if they don't rock with you, they don't rock with you. It is what it is. But this gentleman may or may not know more than I know. All I know is I don't know about any of this. This is just a conspiracy. But I do want to see when the Twin Towers fell, what George Bush was looking at. But we'll do that another time. Here we go.
The guise of sovereignty. New World Order is coming, Charlie.
Guys, anti-Semitism is literally a brain cancer, as you could see.
How is this anti-Semitic, Charlie?
Okay. Explain to me Flight 93. Who was it?
The government put them there.
No, who was it?
They crashed the plane intentionally to make it look like George W. Bush was targeted.
Who was the hijacker? No, this is important. They can never answer this question. Who was the hijacker?
They didn't have real hijackers, Charlie. They were plants.
Okay. So I got the black box. Of course, it was all just like a conspiracy.
Just like they found the passport miraculously 2 miles down from the crash site in
I'm sorry,
New York.
what?
They just happened to find one of the hijackers' passports laying on the ground 2 miles away from the crash site in New York.
Hey, like I said, crazy stuff. And the thing about all this stuff, I'm not saying that it's true or not true. What I'm saying is, if you go look for the information, you might find the information. All right, man, I got to get back to the show. So yeah, I don't even remember why I brought that up. Oh, I brought it up because of everything with Doug Emhoff and stuff. And this is why I'm trying to reinforce my point. My point is, when it comes to Democrat, Republican, I don't believe in none of it, because these people all work for the same people. I'm trying to tell you, bro. When you dig, bro, these people all work for the same people, bro. It makes me uncomfortable. So I just mind my business and act like I don't know anything. And I walk through this world like la-di-da-di-da-di-da. I had another thing I wanted to show you guys too. First things first, we got to show you some news. In another clip, we have a reaction from a woman who just got hit by a truck. And I'm here to tell y'all, if y'all get hit by a truck, bro, don't do what this lady did. I'm not going to tell you what to do because I don't want to be sued by whoever because they watched me or whatever. And I said, this is what you should do, trying to get over on people. But this is what you should not do. So here we go.
Y'all, I've always wanted to be in a car accident so I could pee on myself. This 18-wheeler just hit us and I'm about to piss myself.
But what the hell, boy?
Now, my advice to you guys, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, and this is not professional advice, right? This isn't professional advice. But if you get hit by an 18-wheeler, this is not professional advice. If I got hit by an 18-wheeler, I'm lying down until the hospital checks me out, if you catch my drift. If you can catch my drift. The hospital, you just got hit by an 18-wheeler. And this is coming from a truck driver. I used to drive trucks. Shout out to all the truckers, man. Y'all know what it is. You see a driver, say, thank you, driver. I don't even want to throw this up. Because the last ninja talking about synagogue of the devil and all this weird stuff. I'm sitting here like, anywho. When y'all see me throw this up, we ain't throwing up the devil. This is Texas. I'm in Texas. This for Texas. Shout out to Texas. That's it. Please don't be weird. Don't be weird on my page. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you do not do. Do not do this. Do not record yourself acting like everything's okay and you're perfectly fine. Do you hear me, guys? I'm trying to give you game. Here we go.
Y'all, I've always wanted to be in a car accident so I could pee on myself. This 18-wheeler just hit us and I'm about to piss myself. This is crazy. Hold on, let me let him. Y'all, I've always wanted to be.
Like I said, don't record yourself. Let's see what the comments say. She just lost her lawsuit for nothing. Facts. All for the love of social media, bro. Don't put everything on social media, y'all boys and girls. Let's see what else they said. Girl, get back in the car and swing your leg over the passenger seat. The way the car is positioned, it looked like they pulled in front of the 18-wheeler. It don't matter. The 18 still hit somebody. Well, it matters. Don't get me wrong. It matters. But like I said, it don't matter. You're in an accident. Somebody getting paid. You can get paid too, bro. That's all I can say about that. Let's continue, man. Let's see what else we got popping off here. Before we get to the main event, cause we probably cut it a little bit short. We got executive producer of Baddies on Wheels accusing Rolling Ray of ghosting her after payment. Ninja. Do you ninjas know who Rolling Ray is? Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls in the LGBTQIA plus community. But, I don't actually know too much of who Rolling Ray is. Like I said, I can expose a bunch of conspiracies, but one conspiracy is for some odd reason I see these ninjas on my timeline, right? It is what it is. I've accepted it. I got no problem with it. But I have no idea who Rolling Ray is. I've seen his face before. I have no idea what's going on with them, but shout out to everybody who's fans of this ninja or whatever. Whatever he identifies as, right? Whatever he identifies as, or he, they, them, whatever they identify as. Yes, sir. Shout out to the alphabet community. Anyways, here we go.
He rolled.
I hope this man does not really roll off.
And bounced. This executive producer said that she paid Rolling Ray hundreds of dollars to host a reality reunion show, Baddies on Wheels.
He's ignoring me, ignoring me, ignoring me, ignoring me.
He canceled on her hours before taping.
You're rolled off on the money.
And she's not alone. The Shade Room is uncovering a pattern after this woman says Rolling Ray has been helping scammers sell food stamps on Instagram and pocketing the money.
I just knew it was a scam.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. If you gave money to Rolling Ray, chances are you may be rolling the dice. It was
Yeah, I'm smelling a lawsuit portraying soon. I'm smelling a lawsuit coming soon. Here we go.
3 years ago that the Shade Room first broke the news after several people reached out to us claiming that Rolling Ray was selling $75 birthday shout-outs and then dipping on people without doing it. After our story aired, he ended up paying all those people back, but we just got a lot of DMs recently of people claiming that he's up to his old ways. People saying that they're giving him money for services and then he's peeling off. Hot Wheels.
Y'all can keep watching at the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. Hey, man. Say, bro. Why y'all ninjas fall for everything, bro? Come on, bro. What we talking about, dog?
What the hell, bro?
What we talking about? What are we talking about? All right, let me see what else we got popping off. Before we get to the main event, I believe we have about 2 or 3 more things. We have 3 more things. And then we'll discuss the main event. And then we'll get up on out of here. So let's get it done. All right, first things first. We have PepsiCo Corporation Incorporated. PepsiCo announcing that it will remove artificial ingredients from its products by the end of 2025 to align with RFK Jr.'s crackdown. I'm for it. I want to see what advertisements they do to try and trick us into buying the food that they got, which basically means just like how they had the Airhead mystery color, they're going to do something like that, except make the food not have these additives or not look like this, because they got to find a way to make it look the same luscious way that it does with all that additive in it, with that red 40 and purple 9 or whatever the case may have you, right? So like I said, Pepsi Incorporated announced that it will remove artificial ingredients from its products by the end of 2025 to align with RFK Jr.'s crackdown. Ramon LaGuarta, PepsiCo Incorporated Chair and Chief Executive Officer, said in an April 24th conference call that the company will reduce artificial ingredients and has already begun doing so, as the Food Business News reported. We've been leading the transformation of the industry now for a long time on sodium reduction, sugar reduction, and better fats, LaGuarta said. 60% plus of our portfolio today doesn't have any artificial colors, he said, and the company is undergoing that transition. LaGuarta cited examples such as Lay's and Tostitos, which will be out of artificial colors by the end of this year. Somebody talking about prices going to skyrocket. Guys, if prices were to really skyrocket the way you thought it would, you guys wouldn't buy this stuff. You would probably buy something cheaper, like whatever the off-brand version is, right? So yeah, I'm for it. If that shit's bad for you, I don't want that shit inside my body. Even what y'all just saw me drinking right here. Like right here, y'all see this? Do you see this? Like I said, I'm gonna post that soon. I'm gonna post that probably tonight on the core website. It's a little wet, but what you see right there is cayenne pepper and what's the other one? Cayenne pepper. What's the other one? I can't even remember. Cayenne pepper. Oh, paprika. I got cayenne pepper, paprika, ginger, and some other stuff in there. I'll post that later so you guys can have something if you want to make a drink that's gonna be good for you, give you a decent amount of energy, make you feel good, help you hydrate yourself too. That's what I be drinking to stay hydrated and stuff. So that's how I'm able to stay hydrated. And I mean, I be sitting in the sauna a lot, sweating and stuff. So that's probably why I have to do that. And take care of your body, ladies and gentlemen. You got to take care of your body. Anyways, we got Ice Spice in the building. Shout out to Ice Spice, but this is not about her. This is not about her. So the U.S. House or the United States House of Representatives passed the bipartisan Take It Down Act, criminalizing the distribution of non-consensual intimate imagery, including AI-generated deep fakes. So we can't really post any girls, you know, in their booty and stuff if we ain't take that picture. That's what they saying. That's what they saying. Okay. When signed into law, social media platforms will be required to remove flag content within 48 hours. AI-generated deepfakes have increasingly targeted celebrities like Taylor Swift, Ice Spice, and more. With incidents in January 2024, Taylor Swift seeing her images viewed millions of times on platforms like X and Telegram. And basically what it is they're not getting paid for it. That's what it comes down to. So shout out to them. It is what it is. They're gonna do the same thing for content creation. So we may have to change the show, but it is what it is. We're gonna keep going and keep persevering. Next thing, shout out to Sexy Red. This lion didn't like Sexy Red. I know you guys like Sexy Red. I wanted to bring Sexy in here. Here we go. Shout out to Sexy. Oh. Oh. Oh.
What are you doing?
This lady trying to die early, bro. Hell no. Hell no. And I'm pretty sure that's a female lion, but hell no. Ain't no way, B. Ain't no way, B. Yeah, bro. Ain't no way, family. Ain't no way. Next thing. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, the best rapper. Oh, whoa. Whoa, what almost came out of my mouth? The best rapper. I was tripping, bro. I was tripping. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I met Megan the boss. I'll let her announce it herself.
Okay, so today we are visiting my Popeyes before it opens.
So shout out to her. She about to open her own Popeyes. I'm for it. That's a good business move as an artist. Very good business move. Very good business move. Yeah, like I said, once y'all niggas get some money, man, open you another business. That's what we finna do. Once we get this core going, we finna open another business so that way we can actually fund this shit properly and not have to worry about all these things. We're gonna run the business. I'm gonna be running this business here and I'm gonna be setting things up. So I can't wait to show you guys some of the stuff that we had planned. It's gonna be a good time. Like I said, I want to make it as fun as possible. I would like to do in real life streams, but I don't know about all that shit because people be tripping, bro. I don't want ninjas to like approach me on my shit because I'm not one of these people that y'all see on you know, in real life in they streams. You know, they approaching women and all that. I ain't doing all that shit. Now I'll be nice, you know, I'm gonna say, hey, what's up? Like, what's going on? How you doing? What's up? You know, but all that other shit where ninjas be approaching, trying to like, what's the word? Like photo bomb or video bomb the stream and then start acting crazy. I don't want to put myself through that, so I don't even know about in real life streams. Maybe if we go to Comic-Con, I want to go to Comic-Con for sure. We gonna see about that one. But yeah, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, man. That's a good business move. I can respect it. Good business move. At the same time, my ninja, y'all know what it is, man. Umbrella forever. Free Tory, my ninja. Free Tory, my ninja. We need a free Tory. What we talking about? But shout out to her though. Shout out to her. But free Tory, my ninja, till it's backwards, ninja. Here we go.
It's just bones, but in a few months, it'll be chickens. Oh, look what I got.
Where Tory
That's
at?
how you catch a hottie. Oh my God. I'm scared.
That's a good business move, man. I can't knock it. Good business move. Now, Megan, if you ever see my show, I want to tell you this, okay? This is some real game. Let me give you some real game. I know you probably not going to listen because a lot of times you try and tell some of these girls something and they be like, boy, you don't know better than me. My advice to you, Megan, if you want to keep that money coming in, if you ever see this, or Megan's team, if y'all ever see this, my advice to you is to run that shit like a McDonald's. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill. If applicable, right? Run that shit like a McDonald's. If you run it like a McDonald's, you're going to make some bread. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill. Yes, sir. All right, so last thing before the main event. We have at least 3 children reportedly deceased as a vehicle runs through an after-school camp in Illinois. Ninja. These ninjas be tripping, bruh. These ninjas be tripping, bro. Here we go.
With that breaking news, a huge hole in a building after a vehicle slams right through. In the end, 4 are dead and 6 others are injured.
This all happening in the town of Chatham, about 12 miles south of Springfield. Our Jermont Terry live now in the control room.
I've been out to Springfield too. Shout out to Springfield. Y'all know what it is, bro. Here we go.
Jermont, children at an after-school program are among those killed.
Yes, Joe. Now, this after-school center is where elementary to high school students hang out after school, often just waiting for their parents to pick them up. Today, parents rushed to that area after news of this deadly incident spread in this very small town. Tonight, we know 4 are dead and nearly a half dozen injured.
Somebody rolled through the daycare.
There's 4 kids. With that breaking news, a huge...
Hold up.
4 kids on the carts up there.
Kill some kids. Those are kids.
Oh, no.
Yeah, those are kids.
Oh, poor baby.
The agony undeniable from people on scene as they...
Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, we got a short time to live. You know, we got to work and pay our bills. Once y'all pay y'all bills, make sure y'all bills is paid. Shout out to the kids first. Shout out to the kids, man. But like I said, after bills is paid, you caught up on bills, man. Enjoy life a little bit because life is short. I know it's going to take a little time, but once you get right, hey, man, you know, work, but enjoy life because you never know when it's your time, my ninja. Here we go. And rest in peace to the kids and condolences to the families. Here we go.
Realized children were inside the Why Not After School camp when police say out of nowhere, someone driving a vehicle came crashing through the facility.
Breckenridge and Chatham had a car run through a building, and they're saying there's quite a few people injured.
You see this hole in the wall? It's believed to be where the vehicle exited. ISP tells us the driver entered the building from the east and traveled through the entire facility, hitting multiple people inside and outside the building before exiting the west end.
We did find that there were multiple fatalities.
State police say 4 people ranging from
4 kids on the carts.
Hold up.
From age 4 to 18 were killed on scene, and another 6 were hurt badly.
Look, bro. So look, story goes at least three children have been confirmed deceased after a vehicle ran through an Illinois after school camp, leaving a total of 10 people injured in all. Let me see. According to the New York Post, 44-year-old Marianne Ackers crashed her vehicle into a Why Not Outdoors summer and after school camp on Breckenridge Road in Chatham, Illinois, for some reasons or for reasons unknown at this time. Ninjas be tripping, bro. The car reportedly hit multiple people before plowing through the building and exiting on the opposite side. Who knows what the reason was? But like I said, man, yeah, you know, people in the comments want her head. Some ninja said if it wasn't any sort of medical emergency type of thing, she got to go under the jail. I hope those parents can one day find peace. Imagine dropping your kids to school not knowing that this will be the last time you see them alive. I know that phone call is a phone call no parent wants to experience. Yeah, man, sad situation. And that's why I tell y'all it's tough out there. But y'all got to be mindful, bro. And y'all got to tell y'all kids, hey, man, if you see something, you know, it's impossible to be, you know, you can't cheat death, right? We can't cheat death. And that's why I say enjoy life. At the same time, try and teach your kids to like pay attention to their surroundings and what's going on, because nobody's going to expect that. But sometimes you got to be able to act somewhat quickly. What is this? Oh, there's some New World Order stuff. Let me see. Hold on.
Welcome to the New World Order. This New World Order will be a new society and features lots of changes. This new society is great for some and not so great for others. In the New World Order, you will learn to love to live more modestly. You do not need to own things when you can simply lease them from your loving government-approved companies. We will transform our current pollution-ridden cities to something much more beautiful, and you will love it. Life in the New World Order will be different. In this new perfect world, cash will be illegal. Everyone will be issued a certain amount of global credits, which will be the only way you can buy and sell in the new society. These digital...
What does that sound like, people? What does that sound like? Sounds like some Bitcoin. Sounds like some Bitcoin.
What the hell, boy?
Telling you people. Here we go.
Financial credits will also be tied to your social credit scores.
Now, doesn't it sound like all the things I've been telling you people? Now, I've never actually seen this video, Please remember that people send me these videos as well. I tell people send me videos all the time. So this video was sent to us. And we're not doing this to fearmonger. I just like to let you guys know, man, join up now, because it's the world we're going to be living in the future. Now, we don't know how long into the future, but it's a potential thing that they will try and test on the people. They tested COVID. Nobody would have ever thought COVID would be possible, and it was did. Here we go.
Your credit scores will become your digital footprint and will be used to control your travel, what you can buy, where you can live, your energy usage, medical excess. Everything you do will be in a government database. This is great.
Yeah, bro. That's what they trying to push on the world. Anyways, that's it for the main part of the show, or the first part of the show. Now we're at the main event. So y'all make some noise for the main event. And if y'all like what we talk about, y'all know what it is, bro. Hit that mother flipping like button, or hit the donations at the bottom. Donations in the description box. But all right, let's get to the main event. Hold on, let me pull it up. Pull up wins. So Stephen A. Smith is calling out people for switching up on Shannon Sharpe. 1 second. Please bear with me. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, sir. All right, man. So we in here. Y'all know what it is, bro. It is the main event. I like that little video we made for the Blac Pill. That shit is litty. Yes, sir. All right, so let's go to an Adam experience, right? We're gonna go to an Adam experience. We have this piece of footage. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. He was on Big Boy's podcast. And basically, he was discussing with Big Boy a piece about Shannon Sharpe. We're going to put up the footage, and then we're going to pull it up on TikTok and play the full clip. Here we go.
Can we help you get back past this? All of that comes with friendship. And I think that true friends conduct themselves that way. They ain't yes people that tell you just what you want to
Oh, and let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Here we go.
hear. They ain't no people that's willing to vilify you to second something. I mean, I see cats talking about him. And I can't even put into words the shit I've seen them do and heard about them doing, especially in our business. And so it's like you just, and then I see the zest with which people are willing to pounce on him. And it's like, listen, people have been after him since he did Katt Williams.
Facts.
You know, they've been at his neck because of the numbers he produced and the success that it had and how he was able to ride that wave. Now, once again, that's separate and apart from all of this. We get that part. I'm not talking about what people are talking about and what they have to talk about. I'm talking about the zest with which they do it. Yes. If I sit up there and I'm friends with Big Boy, I'm a contemporary colleague with Big Boy, right? And then Big Boy get in trouble. It's one thing for me to be on the end going
fruit
like this.
Flies, people.
You know, I mean, this is what happened to Big Boy. And it's another thing in time, you'd be like, yeah, you see what happened to Big Boy?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you just see that. And you see a joy that some people are having in going at him. And that's sad. You can talk about it, but we know the difference in terms of the flavor that you're bringing to an equation where you're talking about somebody with glee and joy in your voice when, you know, when you're talking about the kind of predicament they find themselves in. And that's what
And that's why I be trying to tell y'all, bro. We got to look out for ninjas that look like us. I'm not saying protect, you know, abusers and all that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's so crazy that everybody in the court of public opinion will assume that you are guilty before innocent, and we don't even know the facts. We just believe the other side, or we believe the person who's calling you out. And I don't think that's healthy. And it's not a woman thing. It's not a man thing. This is a people thing, bro. My bad, y'all. These fruit flies. If y'all see these fruit flies, man, just so you know, it's fruit flies. Don't get weird about it, ninja.
What the hell, boy?
Don't get weird about it, ninja. But yeah, man, we believe the court of public opinion, and we assume everybody's guilty until proven otherwise. That's why I hope I never have to be judged by the court of public opinion. But I mean, I'm doing this shit, so I probably will have to be. Here we go.
I have a problem with. So for me, it's just about making sure that he knows, and anybody that knows how I feel knows that He matters to me, and I want him to be okay.
Man, thank you for sharing that.
All right, let's pull up the full footage. Let's see. And for those of you who don't know, we discussed in extensive detail and excruciating details what's going down with Shannon Sharpe and the white girl. I have no dog in this fight. I'm on nobody's side, but one thing I will say is there's something to be said about every black man getting in trouble for doing the same things that other men of other communities are doing. Now take that with a grain of salt, because you ninjas to get your panties in the water and say, oh, but he was graping. I ain't say all that, bro. That never came out my mouth. No, I did not insinuate that. That's not what I'm talking about. They got to figure all that out. Past that, if this ninja really committed a crime, ninja, she would have called the police. What are we talking about?
What the hell, bro?
What? It's a civil complaint for a reason, but people don't understand that, and I'm not in the business of trying to explain to people certain things, because you ninjas ain't putting no dough up. If you feel that kind of way about it, put some dough up. That's it. Let me see TikTok. Let's pull it up and let's discuss and get up on out of here. Let me see. And so far we have in the votes, we have somebody saying that we switched up on Shannon Sharpe, and I believe so wholeheartedly as well. Stephen A. Smith, Big Boy Podcast. Let's see. And this happened, I guess, yesterday. I guess that was the podcast. So Stephen A. Smith respects but doesn't like LeBron James. Here we go.
Stephen A., have you had a conversation with LeBron since we've seen the incident?
No.
Would you?
If he asked, which he wouldn't. But if he asked, sure.
Why do you think that happened?
Because we don't like each other.
Right. Okay.
Period.
Look, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, gentlemen. Shout out to the young men, old men alike. When you get older, you'll understand this, bro. Like me personally, I don't have to put hands on you just because I don't like you. I feel like if somebody gets you so mad, you got to put hands on somebody because you don't like them, you're weak-minded. But one thing I will say is, if y'all see me go like this, by the way, I'm trying to get one of them fruit flies. It's like one or two of them. I don't know. I see them darting around. You probably see them in the camera. Ninja ain't dirty, though, okay? Ninja ain't dirty. Let's just put that out there. But yeah, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by these flies. Yeah, bro, as a man, you get older, so so long as you don't disrespect me, we not disrespecting each other or whatever, we ain't saying nothing to each other or whatever, I don't have to put hands on you. I can dislike you. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. That's just the beauty of getting old. That's one thing I will say. Because back in the day, man, I used to want everybody to like me, and I used to want to be cool with everybody. Nah, I don't give no fucks. If you don't like me, it's all good. I don't like you neither. The world's gonna keep going on. So long as you alive and you safe over there, I'm alive and I'm safe over here. Let's just mind our business. Let's continue.
But I want to emphasize this. I respect the hell out of him. He's the second greatest player in the history of basketball. He's a global, iconic brand. What he has achieved in his career is phenomenal. I will never lack respect for him and his accomplishments. I believe Michael Jordan is the greatest I've ever seen. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I don't say that to throw shade on him. I say that because as a basketball player, I believe Michael Jordan is to be revered. I see people respecting LeBron and being in awe of him. I saw Michael Jordan feared. Feared. I'm talking about it's next level, bro. I love the quote from John Sally in the Last Dance documentary.
And we're just showing you that piece because we want to show you who Stephen A. Smith is. Cool dude from what we can see. Older guy, so he had to find himself. Once he found himself, it was a rap ski. And that's why I tell you, gentlemen, this life stuff is a marathon, not a sprint. Start with being able to pay your bills. From there, scale. Just scale. I sometimes, I want it immediately too, and I had to realize I got to catch myself because I got to scale, because it's not going to work that way. Especially doing this content shit. Like I say, I don't eat unless y'all feed me, bro. If y'all not feeding the ninja, I'm not eating, bro. But here we go. Let me pull it up. Big Boy Podcast. Shannon Sharpe. Here we go.
The court of public opinion is a lot, bro. And it's crazy because you'll hear, the shakedown, the $10 million offer, the $50 million lawsuit. And I always tell people, I say, man, if they say we're going to give you $10 million, we're going to give you $50 million, or we could lock him up for 5 years, what do you think that person would choose?
And I don't know, I guess because I ain't got no bank like that. My bankroll ain't like that. But this is what I keep trying to tell y'all. It's easier to pay somebody to shut up, lose 10 M's than to lose 50 M's. 10, that's 5 times more the amount. That's a lot of money. Y'all never had that, so y'all don't understand. Y'all talking about, he trying to keep her quiet. Ninja, I'm trying to keep them 40 M's that I'm about to potentially lose as well, bro. That's it.
What do I think the person would choose? Which person? The person being accused?
No. The
Anybody.
Person that says, they put like, oh girl. Mm-hmm. If they say, we give you $50 million or we can lock them up for 5 years, what do you think she'll take?
$50 million?
Right. So this, and my thing is this.
Hey, shout out to Big Boy. He said it, not me, bro. He said it. Would she take 50 M's or lock him up for life? Because this is what I try to tell y'all. Where y'all niggas talking about, he's a rapist and all that grape. But if that ninja said, here's $50 million to shut up, hey, bro.
But what the hell, bro?
Hey, bro. She was selling herself for 25 racks a cheek. I ain't make that up. They got the text messages, bro. I ain't make it up. Here we go.
I don't fault any victim, but that's why some people don't come out when things are happening as well, because there's a lot that goes on with somebody either trying to get a check.
Right.
And this right here, as soon as I saw Busby was her attorney and all this kind of shit, I was just like.
And we saw what the situation went down with Diddy and Jay-Z when it came to Busby as well. And so, listen, like I said, none of us really, really know. And it would be really irresponsible to get into the minutia of it all because we just don't know.
Yep.
But in the end.
And that's why I say, look, we see all victims. I don't know what really went down. I have no clue what went down. What we know is what we know. And like I said, this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What we know is that she's an OnlyFans girl. I don't know what to believe, bro. I don't know what to believe. Women that sell themselves, I don't have a problem with, so I don't have a problem with her being an OnlyFans girl. I'm just like, the way they make it seem like he was in a consensual relationship with her, okay, cool, but boom, they make it seem like he wasn't paying her to engage in these acts with him. When we all know the writing's on the wall. So it's like a woman that's doing all OnlyFans and does content and that kind of stuff, if she has explicit content, is she not doing the same thing and being paid for the same thing? That's where y'all lose me. That's where y'all lose me, because I'm like, bro, so because he didn't want to pay the price that she was offering, she's entitled to say all these things? Like, I'm just a little bit confused, bro. I don't know, though. I don't know. And like I said, we see all victims. Shout out to all the victims. Here we go.
When you see the details that both parties let out, it certainly seemed consensual to me.
See what I'm saying?
But, I'm not the courts. I'm not whatever. So I can't really touch it. Because I'm certainly not trying to get sued.
Right.
But I
and look, and this is why I tell you, gentlemen, it's hard too, because like it's tough. Like as you make more money, you got to deal with people who have the same amount of money as you, or at least close to you, because they'll try and turn around and use it against you. That's why I'm telling y'all think my circle's small now. That's why I'm building the core up, because when the core finally gets big and all this stuff, I'm only hanging with ninjas from the core. Because if I make too much bread, ninjas gonna look at me like I'm the breadwinner, and they gonna try and turn around and do some kind of weird ish to me, try and turn me out and all this kind of stuff. Shout out to the women that joined the core. If any women join the core, like I said, I'm not setting up for the okie doke. So if you a supporter of me, shout out to you. But there's no way I would engage in anything with you. Like there's shout out to Black Madam. That's all I'll say. Here we go.
I will tell you that, again, to see the great things that he has been doing and to know the potential is out there for all of this to be derailed, I'm incredibly sad for him.
Yeah.
I'm sad for us as a show because we're better with him than without him.
Yep.
But right now, it's just about him getting his house in order and doing what he can to get past all of this. And listen, we all have friends that found themselves in various predicaments throughout our life.
Yeah.
And you can look at somebody, and even if you take issue with their choices and what they've done, you can still sit up there and look at them and say they're a friend, and it means the world to them.
And this is the time.
And it means the world to them, and so forth.
And not even look, and that's facts though, but not even, not only that they're a friend, that they made a mistake. Now, this is why I told you, gentlemen, course correction. We usually do course correction. Some mistakes you can't come back from, and that's why I be telling y'all, bro. Like, we live in a new society now. So certain shit that went down back in the day before these cameras was everywhere, it's not allowed now. And that's why you're seeing women go back 20 years. Oh, this happened to me. This shouldn't have happened to me. And that's why they're allowing it. So this is a new world that we live in. So gentlemen, when y'all see me tell y'all, oh, be careful, put yourself first, all these things, take it from me. I'm a man. You better take it from me. Put yourself first. Shout out to you if you got a girl. If your girl not rocking with you on the level that you think she should be, cut her off. Don't play no games with these girls, because these girls is not playing no games with you. And I'm telling you, something small can blow up to something big if you piss her off the right way. I've been in them situations, and that's why I know. Not saying like this kind of situation. I'm saying I done had situations blow up out of proportion because people was trying to mess with me or trying to get over on me, trying to take advantage. And it's all good. Like, I forgave them for it because we were all young at the time, right? So they kind of know too. I don't fuck with them though, right? Like, you stay over there, I stay over there. But I forgave them because we were young, we made mistakes. I ain't mean to take it there, you ain't mean to take it there, whatever, cool. But like I said, I done been in some crazy situations. I done told y'all, I done had girls I was dealing with trying to expose me on Twitter where everybody looking. Twitter, you could go viral. So imagine me going viral on Twitter because I'm seeing girls that I'm dealing with arguing with each other, talking about this and that, and then trying to expose me and put me in the conversation. I'm sitting there like this.
What the hell, boy?
I'm sitting there confused because, it's like a fight or flight kind of thing. So you don't even know what to do. You're in a situation like, bro, because it's never happened. So you like, bro. I'm like, bro. I'm just going, whoa. I'm like, whoa. I'm like this, bro.
To know is that you ain't gonna see me excoriating him.
I'm like that, bro. Hold on. I'm telling you, I was sitting there confused, dog. So yeah, some mistakes you can't come back from. Gentlemen, y'all gotta be careful out here in these streets. That's what I want y'all to realize. Be careful, be careful. Like, there are women that are cool, but if a woman acting a certain kind of way to try and entice you to be a certain kind of way, and women all manipulate. Women are the best manipulators, right? And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that women are smarter than you. So accept that they're smarter than you when it comes to emotions. That's cool. So long as she's not manipulating you in a negative way. If she's manipulating you in a negative way, my bad, y'all know what it is. These freaking fruit flies. If she's manipulating you in a negative way, cut her off. Now, if she's manipulating you in a positive direction, you can keep her around if you want to. And like I said, to know that, you got to reach out to me personally, or I'll start putting that content behind that paywall and y'all can go find that information and I'll let you guys see it. Past that, the content that's behind the paywall, I don't care who you are. If I ever see the content outside the paywall, you guys are being sued. Now, I'm pretty sure my ninjas ain't gonna sue me. I'm pretty sure my ninjas who pull up to the court ain't gonna do that, right? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be... But you never know. It could be anybody. I'm pretty sure if anybody was to ever leak it, I'm pressing charges because that's my private, that's my private streams, my private stuff. You can't put that information out there. So if I ever see that information out there, you will be sued. But yeah, it's like I said, yeah, bro, some mistakes you can't come back from. So you gotta be careful out here with these women. Err on the side of caution. It's not their fault. It's your fault. And I'm not saying that loosely. Like, I'm saying that, like, based off of societal standards and the way this shit's set up, no matter what they do, it's gonna be your fault. So that's why you gotta protect yourself. And that's why y'all see me out here with any ladies in the future, please trust and believe it's contracts everywhere. Contract. Cause I can't trust these girls. I'm not gonna listen to, oh, relax, who hurt you? I've been hurt before. Yeah, I've been traumatized, all that. It's okay. I don't care. It's okay. And if that's too much for you, it's all good. I'll keep the money. Shout out to the M's. I'll keep the money. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'd rather keep the money. The money's more important now. Here we go.
You ain't gonna see me disrespecting him. You're not gonna see me stripping him of my support. I can tell you what I think you right and you wrong about, right? Getting your ass about it and then turn around and say, okay, how can we help you get back past this? All of that comes with friendship. And I think that true friends conduct themselves that way. They ain't yes people that tell you just what you want to hear. They ain't no people that's willing to vilify you to second something. I mean, I see cats talking about him, and I can't even put into words the shit I've seen them do and heard about them doing, especially in our business. And so it's like you just, and then I see the zest with which people are willing to pounce on him. And it's like, listen, people have been after him since he did Katt Williams.
Facts.
You know, they've been at his neck because of the numbers he produced and the success that it had and how he was able to ride that wave. Now, once again, that's separate and apart from all of this. We get that part. I'm not talking about what people are talking about and what they have to talk about. I'm talking about the zest with which they do it. If I sit up there and I'm friends with Big Boy, I'm a contemporary colleague with Big Boy, right? And then Big Boy get in trouble. It's one thing for me to be on the end going like this, yeah, you know, I mean, this is what happened to Big Boy. And it's another thing to Ty be like, yeah, you see what happened to Big Boy?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you just see that and you see a joy that some people are having in going at him. And
yes, big fact. Shout out to Stephen A. Now, there's a lot of different communities that I've seen, and shout out to the kids. Kids, pay no mind to this. I'm talking to the adults. I've seen a lot of different communities on social media, and it's a whole thing when it comes to like dark-skinned ninjas. I ain't know we was hated like this. You know, I'm walking through the world, minding my business. I ain't know racism was out there, right? So that's why I'm very adamant about, you know, not necessarily protecting, because these ninjas are grown. These ninjas probably tell me they don't need me to protect them, but I'm very adamant about, you know, sticking up for the people that look like me, especially as I got older, because back when I was younger, nobody stuck up for me. And I mean, past my parents, shout out to my parents, but I'm saying nobody stuck up for me. Like, if I got in trouble, I had to take, you know, whatever came with me getting in trouble. And that's in the streets. That's with my people, no matter who it was. And it's because a ninja was big and black, right? It is what it is. I'm saying it's just how the game goes. It's okay. But no, in all actuality, it's not okay. And that's why I stick up for ninjas that look like me now. Not all the time, though. Not everybody. You can't look out for everybody. You can't save everybody. I'm not saying I'm trying to save Shannon Sharpe. I'm just saying I'm aware of the little, you know, what is it called? I'm aware that we live in a class society. I'm aware of the racism that's geared towards people that look like me. So that's why I let myself be a testament. And when you guys see me articulate myself, especially to the kids that see me, understand you don't have to be inside the box that they put you in. You can build your own box if you want to be in a box, right? Or if you want to be in a rectangle, you know, you want to be in a room, whatever room you want to get into, whatever you want to do, you can do it if you put your mind to it. Now, it's not going to be easy, but if you're willing to stick through and get through, you'll make it out. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. All right, we're going to let him finish, then we're going to get up on out of here. Let's see.
That's sad. You can talk about it, but we know the difference in terms of the flavor that you're bringing to an equation where you're talking about somebody with glee and joy in your voice.
Yeah.
When, you know, when you're talking about the kind of predicament they find themselves in.
Yeah, talking about that's what he gets for messing with snow bunnies and all that. That's where y'all ninjas lose me. I like, bro, y'all gotta understand, bro, a bitch is a bitch across the board, bro. We discussed that the other day. A bitch is a bitch across the board. It don't matter what kind of color they are. If you a bitch, bro. And I'm just saying it is what it is. If you don't know what it is, go look up the urban slang dictionary term meaning. That's it for today. Yes, sir. Gotta cut it short. I gotta hit the gym. I ain't hit the gym yesterday. I gotta hit the gym today, man. So we're gonna cut it short. But shout out to everybody that tuned in, boy. If you tuned in, you know what it is. You are the core. You are the resistance. Yes, sir. We're gonna build up, man. We taking applications. I'm gonna start putting stuff behind this paywall. I'm trying to figure out how to set it up. The first thing I'm gonna set up is gonna be a document about how you actually join the core. So yes, you guys are gonna have some steps to join the core, but understand that everything I put together for the core is to make you better, is to make me better, but more so it's to make you better. And the reason why we're gonna make you better is because you're gonna be a part of a network. The network you're gonna be a part of is the Atom Effect. Yes, sir. So when you become part of this network will ultimately change the world, with or without you. Okay, let me just put that out there. The Atom Effect is going to change the world with or without you. I envision a world, right? Can I drift real quick before we get out of here? Let me drift real quick. So look, I envision a world where I see everybody wearing a shirt that says the Adam Effect, achieve things out of mind. I envision this world, right? Imagine we all just run out into the middle of the road. Not the freeway though, that's crazy. But I'm saying like the middle of the road, and we stop all traffic, and then we hand out food and clothes to the homeless. The Adam Effect. The Adam Effect. Yeah, shit like that. I want to do shit like that to shock the world. And like I said, if you want to be part of something like that, yeah, man, join up now. So like I said, I'm going to put the core stuff. I'm going to put the Adam Effect stuff. We got Black Adams in the Circle. That's on Locals. Y'all follow me everywhere. I'm going to set it up on all my links. Click my website, all my links. Go to all my links /Black Adam. And you can find all my stuff, my music and everything. Anyways, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam Effect. Join the movement. This is the Adam Effect.